the book does. So I'll tell you right now, the book, the way that this goes in the book is horrible. I'm just telling you right now. When you go out in clinic, if you ever watch any PTs measure knee, they will never put their patient in prone. I promise you. They've got an incision over their knee. You're not going to ask them to lay down. One, it's already sensitive and it's painful. Now I'm going to put this towel roll underneath that knee and then try to bend it? No. Now, also, hopefully you guys know, the quadriceps attaches above the hip, right? All the way down to the knee, so that's 2 joint muscle. So if I have her extended here and then I bend here, how am I actually going to get full range of motion? I'm limited by the hamstring, okay?
Which is what? What's that called?
What do you mean?
Oh, is
The
that
infill.
One of the infills?
Insufficiency, active insufficiency.
Oh,
okay. So notice here, I mean, you guys can stand up and do it on your own. If you guys are stretching before you go to run, that hurts if you pull your hip back. But if you do this, you're not stretching your quads very much. So here, I'm not going to get full range.
My quads hurt.
I'm not. So I don't measure my patients in prone. I can show you what the book does, but you're not going to get full range. You're just not. So we can measure it here, and then we can measure extension. Extension is easy. You can measure it in prone or supine. But
we can do it this way and then show us
I'll show you the other way. So your landmarks will still be the same whether you're in prone or whether you're in supine. But notice that we're here, which is 0. We start here, and then she bends her knee up. So my landmark is going to be the lateral epicondyle of the femur, then it's going to be the midline of the femur, and then we're going up here to the lateral malleolus, right there, here. So we went from 0 to 107. Now, normal knee flexion is going to be 135. So she's lacking already only because we are messing with the quadricep at the hip. Now, if you go to extension, lift your leg up for me. Put that towel under there, and now let her drop that foot down. Because if you don't have the towel, the mat will be in the way. And make sure that their toes are always hanging off for extension because you don't want their toes to get in the way. Same landmarks, lateral epicondyle, midline of the femur, all the way to the lateral malleolus. And a lot of the times, your patients are going to be, if they have a good knee, they're going to be below 0. It'll be a negative number. You get about 0 to 5 degrees of hyperextension, if you want to call it that. But she's at 0. So, all right. Now, go ahead and go on to your back for me, and I'll show you knee without restriction of the quads. So, when you have your patient slide their knee up, just watch from here, and now put your foot down. You can already tell that that's better. Why? Because we're flexing the hip, and we're flexing the knee. All right? So just with that, we're here, we're the midline of the femur towards the greater trochanter, and we're all the way to the lateral malleolus. I haven't done any kind of stretching on her, and we're already at 127, and 135 is normal. So you can tell that this way is the way that, in my opinion, is the only way to do it, because you get true measurements. And then what you can do while they're laying down, if you want to get extension, go ahead and straighten your leg out. Put this at their heel. Now you've got nothing underneath the knee. Now we can measure the same thing here, midline of the lateral epicondyle, midline of the femur, towards the malleolus. And now I'm at -1. So this is, in my opinion, the only way to measure it. But the book will show you differently. I don't understand why they show you that way because the quadricep is restricted. So.
Well, like I've been telling them, there's variations. Even therapists have variations of how they measure things and different positions and alternate ways and methods. And as long as you're doing it correctly and you get the, and consistently, right, then, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
That's why they talk about, it's better to have the same therapist measuring over and over again, even with manual muscle testing, so you get more consistency.
Absolutely.
Okay. So y'all try those. Practice.